Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. But you got to know who your friends are. Like, friends are supposed to have your back, you know. But the big thing of us now is about friends snitching. Like, snitching is dangerous. Because they got those cryptic sayings about snitching. Like, hey, you better remember, snitches get stitches. Like, but you shot me, you know. You think I'm worried about stitches at this point? I'm more worried about sutras. As a matter of fact, that would even sound more terrifying. Someone tell you, hey, you remember, police collusion leads to sutras and blood transfusions. They go, oh, that shut me up. You know, I ain't saying nothing. Like, officer, I ain't seen nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't even know English. Other than this phrase I'm speaking now that I translated from Kazakhstan, you know, that place where Borat's from. Really? Hell yeah. Like, then how did you know what really meant? Like, Uzi boozy shanana, uchi wali wali bang bang, boom shakalaka boom, shake 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 the room, you know, whatever it takes. So snitching, you know, you have to know your priorities, you know. You would think if you'd snitch, you'd want to be inconspicuous, which, if you really think about it, inconspicuous is too big and complicated a word to actually be so. But seriously, like, you can't snitch and be famous. That won't make any sense. That's not snitching. That's like bragging. Because there are people who are serving time now for not snitching. You know, people are willing to hold it down for their crew. Some people are doing time for being stupid, loyal to the game. And then some people are locked up for just being stupid and loyal. You know, like the cops are banging on some nefarious person's door, and thug number one tells thug number two, like, hey, hide the stash, you know, do this, you know. And the cops arrest them and put them in separate squad cars and bring them to the station. And thug number one is confident he gonna beat this rap because the police got nothing on him. Thug number two is nervous because they told him in the squad car, and you get to the station, everyone's getting a cavity search. Now, if you heard the first podcast I did, you know how I feel. I think that whole process is full of the process. So after the interrogation, you know, they're informed that they're being arrested because they found drugs with thug number two and stay here and wait to be transported. And the thug's like, yeah, right, cop, you lying. You trying to frame us. You searched us outside my front door and put handcuffs on me and searched me in front of the neighbors and eyewitnesses, and you didn't find nothing. And I got witnesses to prove that you planted those drugs. And the cop is indignant. He planted it. You trying to say cops are freaks? He walks away mad, leaving them in the holding cell. And thug number one is like, what does he mean by freaks? Thug number two was like, well, maybe because they found the drugs in me. I'm like, in you? Wait, what? Before the cops came through the door, I told you explicitly how to hide the drugs. I told you exactly what to do. I did. You told me to put it someplace safe. No, I told you to put it in the safe. Because I knew they couldn't seize it without the safe combination and the search warrant. So it ain't safe no more. Dude, look at our business. How are we going to sell customers smelly cocaine? How you going to play off the aftermath? You know, hey, it's just cocaine with sprinkles. Like, oh, man, yo, dude, my bad. You know, we still cool, right? We still cool? Like, nigga, I ain't trying to give you a pound after that. After what you done compounded, this whole thing is on you. This is your fault. The drugs were found in your essence and DNA. You gonna take the rap for this. And he take the entire blame. You know, he didn't rat nobody out. You know, he do time for the bag of drugs. And since it could actually fit, he couldn't acquit. But in prison, you know, he became known since he's in there alone because he refused to snitch on his boy. He was respected. He was deemed like a boss until they found out actually how he got caught, and then his nickname became Sweet Cheeks. You know, hey, don't do the time if you can't handle prison joke time. You know, there's so many levels of like snitching now. Like they say, you have snitching and dry snitching. Like, what the hell is dry snitching? That sounds extra scary, you know, because it sounds a lot like dry humping. You know, yo, dude, that guy's been dry snitching on you. Like, what? Where he at? You know, he better not be standing behind me. Dry snitching meaning indirectly or inadvertently telling secrets or offenses to a person of authority. Huh? You know, like you talk in your sleep in the back of a squad car. I mean, sure, that's what he's telling the hood. You know, hey, the streets are talking. You know, I'm just a translator. Like, yeah, what you translating street to cop? And that term used to confuse me growing up. The streets are talking, you know. Because I grew up, you know, watching PBS shows, like remember Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and the Neighborhood of Make Believe. So I actually thought the street was alive. It could actually talk to you. Because then I started seeing homeless people outside talking to themselves. Like, man, maybe they're talking to the street. Now, every time I go outside, I expect that to happen to me. You know, like I really thought I could be walking. I hear, "Hello, Drake." Like, "Hi, Pavement. How's your mom?" "She's fine." You know, even had like my own Reading Rainbow-esque theme music. You know, talking to the lanes, street knowledge for the brain. So take a peek into the street, the learning pavement. You know, especially when I hear someone say, "Yo, money, I learned from that all from being in the street," because these streets were talking. Like, word? You talk to the streets too? And the neighborhood kids thought, like, "Oh, Drake must be cool." Until they realized I meant that literally. And he was just thinking of his little widow. You know. I was like, the streets. Streets are my friend, you know. I go outside like, "Hey, little Drake." "Yes, Pavement." "You don't need to be out here in these streets. Do you remember the golden rule, little Drake?" "Yes, Pavement. Be focused on the blackboards and chalk, not on the Ave being in asphalt." But the neighborhood kids notice you and they're like, "Yo, look at that kid. I think he's homeless. You know, he talking to himself." Like, what the hell? Look like he talking to his feet.